Warfare, from directors Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza, that's now showing in UK cinemas, resists commentary on the inherently political topic of war, instead offering an unfiltered and unsentimental depiction where there are no heroes or dramatic finales, just young men trying to survive unimaginable stress, making for an extremely intense experience. The film is based on real-life accounts from a small battalion of US Navy SEALs serving in Iraq in the year 2006, including Mendoza himself, who's portrayed by Defero Wuanatai, alongside other actors such as Will Poulter, Cosmo Jarvis, Joseph Quinn, Kit Connor, Michael Gandolfini, Charles Melton, and Noah Centineo, all of whom we follow as they occupy a modest apartment building to observe suspected Al-Qaeda operatives across the street. But what begins as routine surveillance descends into chaos, with sudden gunfire and IEDs turning the house into a target. From the start, Warfare makes it clear that it won't dwell on the politics of the Iraq War, nor on character backstories or traditional narrative structure, with its focus being on pure realism, portraying soldiers doing what they were trained to do, with the first 30 minutes consisting largely of quiet and even mundane downtime, capturing the eerie stillness before the storm, while the only time we really get a feel for their connection to one another is an opening scene showing the men watching the infamous Call on Me music video, and even then there's virtually no dialogue between them as they're fully entranced by the sexy aerobics on the TV. The absence of characterization is deliberate, as Garland and Mendoza aim to replicate the unspoken camaraderie of people who know each other deeply but don't need to speak, especially when any moment could be their last. But this choice can also create emotional distance, for with no obvious protagonist, antagonist or moral compass, it's hard to grow attached to anyone. Though one could argue that coldness reflects the nature of war itself, where there's no time for ego or introspection, just focus and survival. Once the violence erupts, Warfare becomes a full-scale sensory onslaught, as the filmmakers use shaky camera work and visceral sound design to drop viewers into the relentless chaos, with the only reprieve coming with the end credits, by which point the tension you've accumulated could rival a full-on panic attack. Even amidst the carnage, Warfare avoids overt political stance, refusing both patriotic glorification and anti-war sentiment, and instead presenting a window into the stark reality of modern combat that viewers are left to interpret for themselves. So if you're horrified by the carnage, there's your answer. Or if you're inspired to sign up, that's also your answer. By stripping away ideology, Garland and Mendoza craft a cinematic Rorschach test with the 4-star Warfare, one that compels us to confront the true cost of war and reflect on our own reactions, leaving the politics entirely up to us. Visit the Film Feeder website to read my more detailed review, but for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.